This session is to help people like you, to help you crack the interview and get the job. I'm an MBA myself from IIM Calcutta, and I've been doing MBA students coaching for a long time, and also my friends, and I've always tried to help them on how to clear interviews. So I thought, why restrict only to them, and I could give this knowledge to anyone who's interested. Whatever happens, we always have to give interviews to get a job, whatever the selection process. So we'll have a sequel of sessions, and this is the first session where I'm going to just tell you the interesting part of it. First thing you remember, that before you get shortlisted, the first thing which goes is your CV, your curriculum vitae. So please understand that when you have paid so much effort on your CV, there are thousand CVs are floating around. So make sure, Amit, that CV has to be very brief. And if you are below 30, 32, if you have got just about 5-7 years, never make a 7-8 page CV or 4-page CV. I think you should want to make it a 1-page CV. 2 pages is the maximum. You couldn't have more than that at the age of 30, 32. So put all the significant achievements in the CV and put everything else in the annexure if you still have to feel like that. Now in the interview, we don't know. People say, how can I prepare for interview, because I don't know what question they'll ask. But one question, Abhishek, 90% chance they're going to ask you is, tell us something about yourself. So that is a question where you can really, you got the ball at penalty corner, and there they will see you got a chance to hit it right inside it. So basically, don't use anything superficial in that. Like people, what you should not do, is you don't say, if your name is Ajay Singh, you don't have to say I'm Ajay Singh, just say I'm Ajay. There's no need to say I'm from Howrah and I've got one more brother. That's not required. So don't put any superficial thing, in that. So you straight away come to the point, try to tell about the significant achievements. And one thing we always talk about is empathy. So what is the interviewer looking for generally in anything at your age? And I'm assuming that you're below 40. So one thing they're looking for is a very sincerity, diligence, and I think the third very important thing which we don't say but they look for is that you cannot do everything, but your ability, your wanting to learn, that's very, very important. Right, Shushuma? So it's important that you give the interviewer a feeling that you are very sincere, you are diligent, you are very keen on learning. So if he asks you some questions subsequently, which you may not be able to answer, don't unnecessarily bluff and say, I don't know, but I'm sure that I'm going to do that. And come up with someone who is extremely willing to go. Never say any location preference at your age. You should be very happy, to go to any semi-urban area, any area. Never give any location preference. That's a complete, it really puts off the interview today's age. So this Estonia, whether it is, Burdwan, Bankura, wherever it is, you need to go there. So that and you exude a lot of confidence and you come up with your significant achievements. So we are going to have a sequel, I'm going to tell you basically that how your answer can lead the interviewer to ask another question and which you should be ready. For example, everyone is interested to look at someone who is an all-rounder. So besides your studies, you always try to say that in your school or college you organize some kind of a fest, right? Somewhere, they will see if you have done something to very good exhibit your leadership quality. That is very, very important for the interviewer. And you say, if you've got a few years job experience, just pick up something from there. And what I mean, I give an example of, how to lead the interviewer. You just say that, for example, I was a badminton champion in school or in college. And one of the questions that you might ask you then is, okay, who are the leading badminton players? So this is how you lead the interview. There are many such things which we will be dealing with the other sessions as we go along, like convert your knowledge. But let me tell you that there is no substitute, Abhishek, to hard work. No substitute at all to hard work and knowledge. So there are two kinds of knowledge which I want you to focus on, and you build it up every day. Knowledge cannot be built overnight. So basically, one is your subject knowledge and one is your general awareness. When I'm talking general awareness, I'm not talking of who got the Nobel Prize in English in 2014. That's not required. But you should be aware of, like, if a budget has happened, you expect to know the budget. If there's a particular thing, the vaccination has come out, or when vaccine has come out, you should be able to tell about the vaccine, who are the people, what is the problem they're having. So you must be fully aware of what's happening. And please look at the company website. It's very important that you look at the company website. You must be fully aware of the products. So invest time in the company website, invest in the products where they're strong, and if you can tell them something, like you go to a company ABC Limited and you tell them something really good about the company, that will be very happy, because they'll feel like you've studied and you have come. That will be really good, and this is how you contribute to the thing basically. So we are going to have a sequel. This is just the first session, and please subscribe to the channel so that when you come up for the next one, you should be able to take benefit of it. Thank you. Good luck.